What is going on? Welcome back to the Underdog Investor audio experience. My name is Colin. Today, I got a question inside the UIG. Hey, I'm looking to buy Arrow and Sui, and I don't know if right now is a good buying opportunity. Now, I'm recording this on October 22nd, so this could be sort of irrelevant depending on when this episode is released. But it does. There are some principles that I wanted to talk about inside of this episode. So yes, I'm going to be using Arrow, the native token for the Aerodrome decentralized exchange as an example, but you can apply these principles to any asset that you're wanting to buy. So the question in the community came, hey, I want to buy some Sui and I want to buy some Arrow. Is right now a good opportunity? Now, why are they asking that? It is because Sui and Arrow at this moment have dipped in price. And as investors, we like dips in price. Why do we like dips in price? Because we have to ask ourselves, do we think that the value of this asset is going to be greater in the future than it is today? And the answer that I've gotten from the gentleman who asked the question was, yes, I do. Yes, I do. And I agree with him. I do. I also believe that those two assets are going to be worth more in the future than they are today. And so when the price dips, when the price goes from $1.45 down to $1.17, well, that presents a buying opportunity. But is that the whole answer? No, right? We can go a lot more in detail. So again, I said, hey, short and simple answer. If you believe in this asset long term and you believe that it's going to be worth more in the future than it is today, then yes, it is a buying opportunity, right? And now that it's worth you can get it at a cheaper price today than you could 2 weeks ago when the price was at $1.50. Right now, that is a good buying opportunity. But let's take a look at the trend of the asset. Right now, overall, the trend of Arrow is bullish. The trend of Arrow is going up. Right. So if we were to zoom out, which I think is really important, on the 1 day or the 4 hour chart, and we zoom out, we can see, okay, Arrow is on a nice uptrend, right, which is a very bullish sentiment, right? And so buying Arrow on a dip during a bullish sentiment is not a bad idea. So, but when we take a little bit closer of a look, when we zoom in on the chart, we will see that the price movement of Arrow is on a pretty direct decline from $1.45 down to $1.17 where it sits today, right? And so what I did is I zoomed out on the chart just a little bit. I drew a horizontal line that goes that hits about 6 or 7 supports where it kind of bounced off of support about let me count it up actually so I can be accurate. 1, 2, 3, 4, just four. Sorry, I exaggerated. There are 4 times that it's bounced off of support and has gone up, right? And that support has been a strong $1.15. And so when I drew that image, what I described to the gentleman who asked this question is, yes, it is a good buying opportunity, but is this minute the good buying opportunity, or do I want to wait and see what happens with the current price? The current price is at $1.17, so it is sitting above the big support that I have found here. And if that trend continues and it breaks support, meaning that it goes down below $1.15, well, then what that'll tell me is that it will continue to go down, right? And I'm not a proclaimed technical analysis expert here, but I do know that if the trend is going down and it breaks support, it's most likely going to continue to go down, which presents a better buying opportunity in the future. Now, conversely, if the price of Arrow keeps going down to $1.15 and bounces like it has the last 4 times that it's done this, and it bounces and it goes higher off of the support and goes higher than $1.15, well, then I consider that to be a good buying opportunity because now I'm buying at that low point, and as it trends back up on the overall bullish trend here, that now I'm buying in at a good buying opportunity. I'm bought the dip at a good opportunity, right? So to zoom out one last time here, if you believe the price of the asset is going to be worth more in the future, yes, it's a great buying opportunity. But actually looking at the charts and seeing, okay, what's the trend, what's support, what's resistance, and sort of, how can I sort of inject myself into the right timing of this thing is important, right? And so if you buy it at $1.17, great for the long term. If you zoom out far enough, that's a great buy. But if I'm patient just a little bit longer and I see it come down as it continues down to $1.15, and I watch and see what happens. If it goes up, it bounces, I buy. If it breaks support and it keeps moving down, I don't buy yet. I just wait because if I can buy at $1.05 right? If it goes down to the next support, then I would make more profit as it bounces off of that support. So hopefully all this makes sense. My 5 minutes are up. But if you have any other questions, again, I'm not a technical analysis expert here, but it is something that I have used in the past quite successfully. So find support, find resistance, look at the trend, and just ask yourself, is right now a good buying opportunity, right? Zoom out far enough, it absolutely is. But in the more zoomed in lens, we can be a little bit more deliberate and intentional with our decisions. So hopefully this brought you some value today. And with that being said, we'll see you in the next episode. Peace.